Well, Rahul, I just have this question. I've been keenly following this kind of development between the church and the BJP, and I have seen how much of effort has gone. And you were saying that it's actually become very difficult to actually, make. But there's no significant BJP leader in Kerala also who is actually making any kind of a statement. I mean, they can't make a statement because they, as I said, they are caught between the devil and the deep sea. One statement could actually go here or there, so they are very silent. And as you rightly pointed, in regional media, they're sending Christian representatives, and it doesn't make any mark as such. So the big question over here is that right now, whatever efforts has been done, it took from the Nilakal agitation. You know probably much better about it also as well, because it's involved with Sabrimala. The relationship between both the communities soured during the Nilakal agitation. It was solved. Then that Nasrani, the combination that we learned, the Nair Nasrani combination came back. And then after that, this is another point in which a party like BJP was trying to, in fact, make sure that the Nasrani-Nair combination works. But then again, all that effort is again going and it's souring again. This is making the Christians go back to the UDF camp. They have been known as votaries of UDF camp. It took you almost 2.5 decades to get them out. But then again, this is the kind of situation. So how many more years do you think? Because, I mean, you believe in Modi magic. I understand you're a Modi fan and all. But I'm being very practical on the ground also, because I was touch in with Kerala Congress leaders. I'm in touch with the Congress leaders as well. And I'm in touch with some of the few BJP leaders in Kerala also who say that, Varghese, we can't make a statement at all on this. So how do you, in fact, see that?
Two submissions. As you rightly said, the Nilakal was some kind of a sore point which later got solved. Leader Karunakaran played the balancing role. Karunakaran was again a Hindu pluralistic kind of a leader from Congress. Leader Karunakaran really played some kind of a balancing that, even though Hindu community was slightly miffed with them, he played the central balancing pivot role. Second, if Shashi Tharoor really gets onto the ground and woos back the Christian community, they will again actively go back to the fold. Even Shashi Tharoor can do that. Uman Chandi sir can do that. Sri Ramesh Chennittala can do that. So these leaders can really pull them back unless Modi ji can bring out some kind of a magic. Second, even though I cannot name them, I was also speaking to many BJP leaders, telling them to get out some kind of a statement. At least the senior leaders get some kind of a statement, a very balanced, a general statement, because silence is perceived as being complicit. And the Christian community on ground, any minority anywhere in the world, will naturally have their own insecurities and inhibitions. I have lived as a minority in 1 or 2 nations, so I know. I will have my own insecurities and inhibitions. So it is natural that some leader of stature, some leader from the majority community, some leader of reputation will speak for us. So I was even speaking to them, saying that some kind of generic statement will do. But it is very unfortunate that that thing is not being done. That is very unfortunate. I was also speaking to some of the Christian leaders. They said, even if we are giving a statement, that will not have that impact, because we are already from the Christian community. We need to show that other communities are with us. That's the whole intention. But it is sad that it is unfortunate that people are not speaking. And as you said, Ram Madhav ji, and earlier also Sudarshan ji, who was a Sarsang Chalak of BJP, RSS at that point of time, he had this whole vision of reaching out to Christian community, and Sudarshan ji really interacted. It was during his time that Christian Rashtriya Manch or Isai Rashtriya Manch of RSS got strengthened. He had Muslim Rashtriya Manch. He had a very pluralistic vision. So that pluralistic Adal Bihari Vajpayee line, or the Sudarshan ji line, or the earlier Guruji Golwalkar, evolved Guruji Golwalkar line, is seen missing. So I hope some kind of, and as you said, if Modi magic is not working, at least for the next 10 years, at least for the next 2 election cycles, it will definitely have in their mind. And more importantly, voting is about being sincere. Of course, there is political mechanization. If I cannot, or if anybody cannot feel secure, then whatever, we won't support a person deep inside, because at the end of the day, life is more important than rubber's value. Our life's value is much more pricey than rubber. So rubber, yes, it's a very burning issue. It's a livelihood issue, but life's issue are more important. Right now, many of our Muslim brothers are pointedly asking our Christian community that, haven't we said this earlier? So our Christian community is also at a loss for answer. One very prominent Christian community member called and asked me, what should we answer? I said, right now you cannot answer anything. You can only wait for a solution. This is not a time for politics. There is a larger issue happening. So let there be calm and peace return to Manipur. But even if Manipur returns to peace, the pain and the scar that is in the Christian community's mind won't go away unless there is some visible action from the part of Prime Minister. Maybe he's contemplating it. He will come out with something. I seriously hope he will come out with something magical. And I know we are all waiting for it. But most importantly, Manipur needs to return to peace. Then all the other maneuverings should be there.
Well, absolutely, and it's interesting that we're talking about Kerala, because Kerala, Rahul, is an interesting melting pot of all these religious communities, and even as we're going on with the discussion, it seems like one thing has been set in stone, that just the way you put it, Rahul, the fires of Manipur have dampened the situation for the church and the BJP's friendship back in Kerala. But are there other underlying factors, something that maybe you can see the other layman cannot, that have hurt and strained this friendship as well?
See, let me be very open. One of the core issues of Christian community deep inside their mind, which no Christian usually articulates, is the falling Christian population. The Christian fertility rate is 1.6. The Hindu fertility rate is 1.2 and 1.2 to 1.3. The Muslim fertility rate is 2.6 to 2.7. The Muslim fertility rate is absolutely normal and healthy, but the Hindu Christian population rate or fertility rate is falling way below 2.1, which is the replacement level fertility rate. So there is a natural fear of Christian community of being population replaced, or the fear of population replacement. This really propelled, this is one of the reasons too that really propelled them to the saffron camp. So there is a collective idea. So I go to Hindu Christian unity meetings and speak. Our issues are internal. Our population is failing. For example, BBC did a wonderful report from Pathanamthitta, Kumbanad village, where old age people are there, where houses are empty, where people are not there. So a demographic implosion in Hindu Christian community is a shared concern. Second, but Christian community needs a serious, visible leadership to rely upon. Earlier, they used to do it with UDF. Earlier, they used to do it with leader Karunagaran. Leader Karunagaran from Congress, who is a soft Hindu leader. He was not the left liberal Nehruvian. He was more of the right conservative Hindu plus a pluralistic mix. What Modi ji is right now doing was leader Karunagaran in his times, the strongman leader who can balance things. So after leader Karunagaran created an anti-communist UDF, or United Democratic Front, which combines community organizations like Christian, Muslim, Nair, SNDP, Nair, Irava, backward Hindus. This was the engineering of UDF. Right now, Shashi Tharoor sir, who pitches himself to be the next Chief Minister of Kerala, is trying to do that. And Christian community has been openly voting for Shashi Tharoor as a Chief Minister, subtly promoting him. So this space is, Shashi Tharoor can really utilize this space and intervene in a positive manner, which I believe he and his team is trying to do in a positive way. And the other factor is the caste factor is there. Caste factor means Nair community is around 12%, Irava community is around 22%. Irava is the prominent backward Hindu community, Nair is the prominent 12% forward Hindu community. My community, the Brahmins, are hardly 1 or 2%, who are not electorally very significant. So the caste religious equation of Kerala is a melting point, is a harmonious point. Kerala is a role model for pluralism, not only in India, anywhere in the world. We take pride in the fact that we are pluralist. We take pride in the fact that, I go to church or somebody else goes to a mosque. So we take pride in the fact that there is a pluralistic framework we have. Having said that, there needs to be still resource sharing. There needs to be some kind of power sharing. So Christian community was feeling the heat that Muslim community is taking more importance in UDF, and especially Hagia Sophia issue. The mosque in the museum in Turkey, which was earlier a church, was changed into a mosque. And one of the senior Muslim League, even though it is very well respected, one leader said a very negative or not so positive article about it in their magazine, which really offended the Christian community, because Hagia Sophia is a touchstone of the European Christianity or the Christianity worldwide in a positive way. So there are community fault lines, but if Muslim community is coming forward and assuaging the feelings and healing the earlier differences of opinion, the chances of Christian community going back to UDF fold will be more. So on one side, there is a Muslim League pull of them back to UDF. Shashi Tharoor's charisma can pull them back to UDF. Other side, BJP is lacking strong regional leadership, but still Modi magic can work.
I think exactly that is what you hit the nail on the head, because BJP in Kerala does not have a leadership, Rahul. I think that is what is it. You don't have a Parikar like you had, the BJP had in Goa, or you don't have that kind of a leader who has an ability to go, even to an extent, even Yediyurappa and Karnataka was able to go beyond the Hindu vote. So that is the biggest problem.
Even though Annamalai may have internal rebellions, Annamalai is in a charismatic leader. Even there is no Annamalai in Kerala where people can look up to the young IPS officer, the Singham style of Annamalai. Annamalai may face internal rebellion in Tamil Nadu, for sure. Nobody is denying. But even in Kerala, that kind of charisma is missing. So that's the reason why I'm speaking to some of my good friends in BJP. Give out some statement. Take the note from the central leadership. Understand the political metrics of Kerala. Give a very broad, go for a prayer. Attend, beyond BJP, the Hindu-Christian relationships shouldn't soar. The Hindu-Christian communities, bridges should not be soared, because we all have great gratitude toward Christian community. I usually say my grandmother studied, my mother studied, I studied, my son is studying in a Christian institution, because we all look up to fathers, we all look up them as changes of social agents. The first Sanskrit school in Kerala for all the people was started by a Christian father called Chavara Pidav, or Father Chavara, who is a celebrated figure. He was one of the greatest Reformation sages we have. So we owe a lot to Christian community who helped us in education, who helped us in health sector. So beyond BJP, Hindu leaders should come out, forward and say that we are with you. Otherwise, what are friends for if they are not supporting us in a moment of pain? So it is time for that brotherhood, that friendship to be there, and show that our Hindu community is with Christian community.
But how many
BJP
people actually
join.
know about these historical ties, Rahul? In fact, a person from the RSS will understand this kind of historical ties that are there between the Christian and Hindu communities. I mean, it goes ages from civilian Christian merchants setting up base to the kings of that time giving them special privileges to go on with this. I mean, a lot of people understand, but those bridges are burning one after the other. Even this was one golden opportunity that you had to build Hindu-Christian consolidation, but that also has been washed away by an event that did not happen in Kerala, but in Manipur. So, I mean, these are all wasted opportunities that we are looking at.
Absolutely.
And if you're seeing 2 election cycles, anything can happen in politics. This was the do or die moment, I think, that has been given a miss.
BJP missed the bus. I would say BJP missed the train altogether in this particular occasion. And as you rightly said, see, Kerala doesn't usually remember it again and again, but it is in our blood, bones, and DNA. That kind of unity is in blood, bones, and DNA. And on a personal note, if I can say, you will be surprised to know, perhaps the largest face mural painting of Jesus Christ is in my home, in around 140 square feet in my home. And it is very natural. There is nothing special about it, because there is a celebration of mutual stuff. There is a celebration of pluralism. There is a celebration of harmony generally. I'm not saying everything has been hunky and dory. No, yes, there has been instances of some kind of rifts, but 95% to 98% things are being very harmonious. See, that's how it was always there, and especially the Nair Nasrani equation, or the Nair community and the Christian community equation, has been very strong. Historically speaking, there has been many instances where the Nair armies came forward and defended the Christian community, setting up colleges, hospitals, so many other things. So beyond politics, that's the thing that is worrying about Manipur. Beyond politics, beyond BJP Congress, we need that community consolidation. For example, see, that's how communities get affected. So right now, it is time for us to stay strong, stand strong beyond politics and for the lives, because only if we have life, there is politics. So, when life is being threatened and affected by politics, nothing else stands in the way. So NSS, I think NSS, SNDP and the other organizations, even though I don't know whether they have given out statements, at least visibly no, but NSS leadership and the other, they have regular communication with Christian communities and they are standing strong. 2 days back, there was a CCC, Council for Community Cooperation.
Rahul, do you think, see, people from Kerala understand that so much of hard work has gone down the drain, but do you think the national leadership in fact understands what's happened in Kerala right now? Because they were so preoccupied with Manipur and how to solve it, they didn't understand that a place where they had invested so much of time and effort, that has slipped out of their hands. Do they in fact grasp what is happening?
They should have given focus, especially eminent people like BL Santoshji are there, who is from Karnataka, who will understand the pulse of it. BL Santoshji is there. There are so many leaders of the seniors. The Sank is there. And you will be surprised to know, the RSS, the strongest presence of RSS, the second strongest presence of RSS and Shakas is in Kerala, even though BJP is not winning any seat. So RSS has a very strong presence there. We have people, stalwarts like Sri Ranga Hari in Kerala, who's a very senior intellectual. You have some senior leaders from, so they have not given enough focus to Kerala. They have, I believe, they have missed out. Maybe for so many other reasons. Maybe they are preoccupied with the real lively issue of Manipur. They have missed this aspect of Kerala. They should have given more attention. And one more thing, even last time when the Karnataka minister said something very bad about Christian community before the elections, there was no whiff of protest, or at least saying that they can take a Gandhian line. Modi ji have consistently told BJP Karyakartas regarding the Gandhi Sankalpa Yatra. They could have at least taken a Gandhian line saying that let us be peaceful. So maybe the leadership is not seen visibly at this point of time. So that's one unfortunate thing. They should be vocal. They should be visible. Nobody is saying they should demean and sacrifice the Meitei interest. Yes, the Meiteis more or less are BJP people. They are community Hindus. All said and done. But balance is there, right? We are Indians and humans first. So we need to have some kind of balancing between both communities. BJP has, I believe, around the 7 cookie MLAs are from BJP too. So they have to really come out with something. This is the reason why Gandhi Sankalpa Yatras were being made by Modi ji. We need that Mahatma Gandhi's healing touch
So
beyond politics.
let me make this. Was it politically sensible to hold on to Manipur and then lose out on Kerala, especially when you have an election coming and possibility of at least one MP seat that was there, especially if the Christian community had stood with the BJP? Was it worth holding on to Manipur and then losing out the effort that was there for the BJP in Kerala? You as a political observer, and since you have been also moving in these circles, trying to build those bridges, do you think was it a strategic mistake that has happened, or something which the Kerala leadership of the BJP couldn't handle at all?
My personal submission is ethics is the soul of politics. Politics may come and go, votes may come and go, seats may come and go. But at the end of the day, especially in the age of social media, people will remember what you said. People will remember what you didn't say. People will remember your silence. Because it's already recorded. We cannot spin the stories beyond a point of time. That's the reason why maybe I was expecting if Sridharan Pillasar was there. I mean, I'm sorry to take some names openly. If Sridharan Pillasar's leadership was there, he might have said something right now because he is a governor of Goa. He might have his own limitations to say something. Sridharan Pillasar was a person who actively built bridges with the churches. If Kumanam Chetra or Kumanam Rajashekaran was the head, he would have come out with a statement.
But that's exactly the point. No, there is no Kumanam Rajashekar in the BJP right now. I mean, in the sense that they are not active in it. Or you have a Sridharan Pillasar who is now governor of Goa. So those people who kind of made that difference is also not there. So how difficult it is to go and convince? Because right now I understand there is so much of anger that has built up over the last 4 weeks. First, it is the clergy that is facing this anger because, the common people are the ones who are consuming news more than that and understands the politics much better. There is a sense of orphan, being an orphan, political orphan in Kerala among the Christians. And you pointed out the factors like, there is emigration happening, the political clout is dwindling, the fear of the rise of the Muslim community also in Kerala. So all these factors are there. But here the issue is that, the BJP is also not doing something on the ground. They don't have a leadership that could actually assuage the feelings. There are people like you who are trying to build those bridges, but I don't think so it is enough to handle the kind of enormous pain that is already there. Because, Haibi Eden made very interesting statements.
I was about to say that.
He spoke about how the clergy was, there are Malayali clergy are the one who runs most of the Catholic institutions when it comes to its administration in Northeast or rest of the country as well. So they were actually speaking about, Haibi held that pulse. He said that I appreciate what is happening. Despite the violence, they're staying back, then trying to do something. It hit a chord. It hit a chord immediately with a lot of people.
Absolutely. And I was about to say about Haibi. Haibi and myself, we have been in channel debates on the opposing side fighting each other. But when I was in a debate with Haibi, I said, I hug to Haibi. You are doing a great thing. You went there. See, that's something comforting. Beyond Hindu-Muslim, Christian, Congress, BJP, CPM, one of our person, especially a Malayali, going to Manipur, giving comfort to them. See, that feels an affinity and affection towards Haibi. See, that's how a person should be. Somebody from BJP could have, I don't know whether they will get permission, but could have gone there or at least could have gone to a church. See, when our PM Modi ji goes to meet Pope Francis, there are some leaders who will go to meet a particular father on that day so that they will get limelight. I'm not naming anyone, but you all know who I'm mentioning. So when Modi ji is meeting with Pope, they are trying to position themselves as Modi ji by going to meet a reverend father here won't serve the purpose. See, at the end of the day, politics is about nation building. Politics is about sincerity. People will see through you. These reverend bishops and fathers who are much elder than you will easily see what your intentions are. I think it was a biblical word which says, God sees your intention. People will see your intention, not only what you speak and not speak. So they are missing on action, and that's a painful reality. Sridharan Pillasar is unfortunately a leadership like Sridharan Pillasar or Kumaran Rajashekaran, or such kind of stalwarts who are accepted beyond communities, are missing in action. That's very unfortunate. There was even people like Anil K. Antony who recently came can speak, even though Anil is only a rising star. Even Anil people can really make something, but I believe they are also a bit confused and disoriented what to speak. Unless the central leadership can give them a line to speak, a paradigm to stand on, and they should be there. And most importantly, right now, after all the ethical and great issues, I'm speaking mere politics. Kerala is more significant for BJP than any other state, especially in the next elections. I'm only speaking as a very plain political observer in the hard, cold mathematics of politics. Kerala is much more significant, not only because of the 20 seats. Kerala, Telangana are very much important spaces for BJP if they are going to compensate some of the seat losses from North, which many political pundits are saying that will happen. And in the long-term strategy to the south of Vindhyas, if BJP is not there, they will simply be a North Indian Brahmin Binya party. So when they want to extend their arms across India, Kerala is very important because Kerala, all the
Certainly.
three major communities are there.